Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
You are tuning into the Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Angels and Healing Light Show. Sit back, relax, and be open to receive the angelic messages and healing channeled through your host, Laura Romeiro.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back to the Angels and Healing Light Show. It's your host, Laura Romeiro, Psychic, Angel, Intuitive. So glad to be back with you today. Just having a little conversation with the angels right before the show started. And they were showing me that today's messages are going to come through like notes of music on the air, beautiful notes of music flowing through the air. So today be on the, I should say on the lookout, but on the hear out for angel messages being delivered to you via music, songs, words, notes. Maybe you're getting particular notes in your ear. So the angels are talking all about music and the sounds of love. They're calling it the sounds of love. And they're now telling me that's going to be my next angel, is the angel of sounds of love. So we have a lot of things to talk about, a lot of messages to share, and it's all going to be sounds of love today. So welcome and thank you very much for being back here today. Now I want you to take a look at these beautiful paintings behind me. I want to point out to you my Sheriff Boo Boo. This is my little dog, Louie, little Louie Lover Pants. And this beautiful bird were gifted to me by my friend Elizabeth Urschel, who is a dear friend and an incredible angel reader in and of it herself. So I wanted to be sure to share those beautiful images with you. It'd probably help if I get my head out of the way, huh? Oh, look at these gorgeous colors in the eyes in here. It was a real surprise to get this, and it just brought tears to my eyes, the beautiful surprise. It was just a real gift of love. So thank you, Elizabeth, for all that beautiful work that you did. Really makes me very happy, and I love sharing it with everybody that's watching today. So now you get to meet one of my dogs, and actually this bird here is, I have a great white egret that I'm kind of friends with too. So enjoy. Good morning, everybody. Linnell, Sam, Jules, everybody, Elizabeth, Ruth. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. All right. So I have with me today my selenite wand. And I don't know if you're familiar with this beautiful crystal, but it is a soft crystal, actually, a soft crystal that has a lot of almost like little fibers in it. And sometimes when you look closely, you can see small prisms inside of here. And those are the ones that are extra special, I think. But selenite wands are often used to help you connect a little more easily to the divine realms, to the upper realms. And it's just used to help receive messages a little bit more easily. So one thing to remember is it is a soft crystal. It will dissolve. It kind of turns brown if it gets wet and will dissolve in water. So for cleaning purposes, you want to recharge it in the light, sunlight or moonlight, or a salt bath. But just avoid water. But this little thing here is just, to me, looks like a beautiful icicle. So we're just a little show and tell today. I have my favorite selenite wand that I like to have with me when I do readings. So when I do angel readings, I have a couple favorite crystals that I like to have. Some of them have some beautiful heart-shaped crystals that were actually given to me by some of my clients, as well as rose quartz. And then there are crystals that I use depending on my client. So it's kind of like when I choose my card deck, I choose the crystals at the same time and have this beautiful layout as well. So, when you're working with the angels, it's, for me, when I do readings, I like to surround myself with beautiful angel music, whatever crystals I'm being drawn to use, as well as whatever particular card deck the angels guide me to use. I have a lot of card decks, and there are a couple that I use routinely and add some on depending on what I know, what message needs to come out. And one of the reasons that I love cards are because we're visual, right? People are visual. We like to see things. And it's one thing to hear a message and try to roll it around in your head, but when you actually see it in front of you, and so many times the angels will validate what they've said with a card that says the exact same thing that comes up afterwards. So when people can see that and see the beauty and the light in these cards, I think it just strikes you right in your heart sometimes. It really helps bring the message home and helps you connect with it a little bit easier. So can I do readings without using cards? Absolutely. But I just love the idea, the visual aspect of it. And I think it helps people to see words and just makes an imprint. So that's what happens over here when I do readings. When I bring those angel messages through for people, the messages are typically if people have a particular questions or concerns, but also some people really don't know what they need to know. So we start off with a general reading, what the angels want them to know. And from there, we're able to develop more answers based on things that come up during the reading. There are so many beautiful messages that come through with the readings. It is always a time of wonderful messages, wonderful energy, and a lot of happiness. No drama, no trauma for sure. So Jules is asking, Elizabeth says, good morning and thank you for sharing your painting, Joy. Well, thank you for sharing your paintings. They're incredible. Fiber optic crystals of the crystal world. Yeah, Jules, these things are beautiful. So Elizabeth Linnell loves the fluffy top on the angel. The bird. Well, I think he looks like an angel. All those colors. So yes. I did it again. Sorry, wrong button. I'm getting so good at it. It only takes me a couple seconds to come back. Sorry about that, everybody. So angel music. Let's talk about angel music a little bit. I love to listen to angel music. Some people like to listen to music where there's actual singing going on, and some like to hear just music. There's beautiful Reiki music. Patrick Bernard is one that has some lovely, lovely Reiki music CDs. And online, there's Llewellyn. I have some online that I listen to. Llewellyn is one of them. I've got a great deal of angel music. Bliss, Lucinda Drayton singing 100,000 Angels is probably my absolute favorite angel song. But whatever you like, putting on that kind of heavenly music, that celestial music, really puts you in the frame of mind that helps put you in a state of relaxation, of being open to receive, and just you can feel, you can hear, you can just know the angels are near you and have so many messages of love and guidance for you. So musically, Archangel Sandalphon is an angel that is known to bring our prayers to God. Archangel Sandalphon is also an angel that helps the creative people in the world. So writers, artists, anybody that needs to get a message out, he helps to make that happen. Along with Archangel Gabriel, of course, who's an angel of communication. Archangel Sandalphon is known to help get our messages out into the world as well as up to God. Archangel Sandalphon is an angel that helps us with the creative process as well. So if you're a musician or you're a writer, yeah, he's selling with great joy. He's saying, I am here with each and every one of you when you're in any kind of creative process. And he wants you to know that your prayers are a creative process. Your intentions are a creative process. And so he says to let you know that it is a very joyful time for him to help bring those messages out into the universe, up into the celestial realm, out into the world around you and within your own heart, he says. He says, music, music, music. Music is everywhere. Music is just not done through instruments. The birds are creators of music. The leaves in the trees create music when the wind blows through them in a specific way. The waterfalls, streams, insects make beautiful music. Cicadas, bees even have their own special communication through their buzzing, and they make music. Music can be created through so many different vibrations and sources. So listen for the music that's in your life. Listen for that music that comes when the rain is hitting the roof on your head, on your house. Listen to the birds, the insects. There's music everywhere. A little puff of wind, sometimes you can hear that. That's a musical note, he says. So he says the importance of that is knowing that when you have to strive hard to listen, when you're listening to something that isn't overtly obvious, that isn't overt or obvious, then you're opening up to receive a little bit more. You're changing the way that you think. You're changing your mental state. So anytime that you have to strain, listen just a little closer, a little harder, now you've made a different kind of a connection. You've worked to make that connection. So listen for the things that you can't hear so well, so obviously. Hidden messages sometimes. And sometimes it's just message words that are being spoken by other people. Elizabeth, Tiffany says you are an amazing artist. Good, yes, you are. Awesome. And yes, Jules, Mother Nature is her own symphony. So let's see what else Archangel Sandalphon has for us all today. He says, for the creative process is just not about expressing art. It's about expressing the creativity of your soul and your spirit. And that is not always about art. Maybe your creativity, your creation comes about when you're sharing messages of the divine, when you're performing healing work, when you're saying a prayer for someone else, when you're wishing someone a good day. Archangel Sandalphon says the creativity is about creating. It's creating the future, creating the present, creating an environment. Creating is something that we all have the ability to do. But what people get stuck on, he says, you think, well, I'm not creative. I couldn't create anything. Perhaps you create a beautiful dinner. Perhaps you create an environment around you that is peaceful or tranquil or fun or exciting, makes people happy. So don't underestimate yourself when it comes to creativity, because there are many ways to express creativity. Oh, yes. And Sam says to be in sync with the symphony of the universe, it is the efficient way. Yes, indeed, Sam. All right. So I'm going to pull a card right now. I'm being guided to pull a card here. I'm going to be using the Melanie Beckler deck here, Ask Angels deck today. And so I'm going to ask Archangel Sandalphon. Well, there it is. Blew right out. Did you see that? Oh, look. It's about creating a third hand or something to hold on to these cards. Creating abundance. Here we go. Archangel Michael, creating abundance. So there's just what I was talking about. Is the reason I love these cards is they will almost always come up with exactly the same words of some kind, same message rather than I've just talked about. Real validation. So this message from Archangel Michael talking about creating abundance. Well, what is abundance to you? What is it that you need in your life? Do you need a windfall of cash? Do you need a windfall of insight? Do you need a windfall of healing? What would you like to create in your life? A peaceful environment, an exciting environment? Would you like to create the ability to start your own business? Would you like to create whatever that creation is that you would like? You have the ability to do that. So Archangel Michael is saying it all begins with your thoughts. It all begins with your thought process. He says it's so important to remember that the thought process that you have is so powerful in the creative road, the creative aspect, the creative flow. You've got to stay in the positive mindset, or the mindset of abundance, the mindset of creation, the mindset of really visualizing what it is that you want or need and seeing that in your mind. He says this is the very first step. Write it down, say it out loud, see it in your mind. One of the benefits is that confirms it to yourself. When you make that written or verbal statement, you have now made an announcement to the universe and to yourself that you are going to create this abundance. You're going to help create this abundance. Maybe it's for someone else. Maybe you're trying to help somebody else have something in their life. Whether it's for you or for someone else, put it in writing, say it out loud. That's an affirmation. It's a very strong affirmation. And it basically says, okay, I want this to happen, and I'm asking for help, and I'm going to make it happen. And boom, there you go. You're at the very beginning of a wonderful yellow brick road that will take you through all of the paths that you need to get through in order to get to where you want to. I'm being assured of this right now. Archangel Sandalphon is telling me right on, right on. So what do you want in your life, or what do you want for somebody else in their life? And remember that everybody's got to follow their own path. But if you see somebody that needs some assistance or needs some guidance or healing, that's a form of abundance, right? You say, angels, can you please help Mr. or Mrs. Smith or so-and-so, find the perfect house that's right for them, or get the job that's right for them, or get the income that's right for them, or be healed for their highest and greatest good. And letting that thought process, letting that request, letting that prayer come through will help send those things in the right direction, send those thoughts in the right direction, send that outcome in the right direction. And it just helps everything line up as you're making a statement. So what is it right now? What is it that you want to create in your life? What do you want to create? And ask for it. Ask for help creating. But know that you've got Archangel Michael and Archangel Sandalphon that are literally standing or floating by. Okay, and here it is again. The very same card, and it's doing the very same thing, which means it's falling on the floor again. Gee whiz. Here it is. Can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. You can't make it up. Same card. Okay, except I only dropped it once this time. So I'm asking Archangel Michael right now, there's a significance to this falling on the floor twice. What is that? Okay. He says, you know what? When this card falls on the floor, when this message falls on the floor, what happens? You have to engage. You have to reach down and pick it up twice, as a matter of fact. So the first time you try, you may not succeed. The second time, I'm putting it just out of your reach. And the third time, oh, you finally got it. So sometimes you have to persist. Sometimes you have to keep reaching, but know that I'm right here. And yes, sometimes I make jokes and laugh, Archangel Michael says, but know that I am right here. And when you reach out because you want something, when you stretch a little bit further to grab something that you want, it lets us know that you're really engaged in this. Or if this card had just fallen on the floor and I had said, well, you know what, I'm not going to bend down and pick it up. I'll just get another one. I'll just get another message. So not only did it fall once, twice, but 3 times. Twice the first time, and once the second time it came up. So Archangel Michael is saying sometimes you just have to keep reaching for what you want. Most things don't happen overnight or instantaneously like we think they should or would like them to, right? Sometimes it takes time for them to show up and to be created. And here is Archangel Michael again talking about creating. So we see that this message, our overarching messages today are about creating. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Michael, for bringing these messages to the forefront for us. I think one of the things is perhaps we feel that we are, the feeling it is like people are starting to feel they're kind of backed in a corner and don't have any options. But he's here to tell you that you always have options. You always have choices, and just creating. Part of creating is what it is, visualizing again what it is that you want to create. You need to be clear about what you want to create. You need to be clear about this. What do you want? You don't have to know how it's going to happen or how to create it, but you need to be clear about what it is that you want, what it is that you want to create. That's the only way to get there, is by making it clear in your mind. Otherwise, you're going to get mishmash, and that's no good, right? We don't want mishmash. We want clarity. We want definitive clarity, because we want something that is going to help us move forward or grow or be happy or heal us or bring us something that we are asking for, whether we need it or want it. We are asking for something to happen, for something to change, but we need to be clear exactly what that is. But we don't have to know how it's going to happen. Thank God, because sometimes being clear about what you want is difficult. Sometimes we don't always know, right? We don't know sometimes. So do that little soul work, do your heart work, do your homework, and have a good talk to yourself and your guardian angel to find out, all right, what do I really want? If you're not sure, make a list of things you don't want. That will help clarify what you do want. And that will also help disengage from things that are wasting your time, if you will, putting you on that hamster wheel that's going nowhere and in a deep hurry or in a big hurry. Tiffany says the card deck has wings. Yes, it feels like it. Linnell, you have so many happy tears this morning with angel bumps. Oh my goodness. And you just said the message you got is, I am here with you, but not for you. What a card to get today, Elizabeth says. Spot on. And Sam, I like that. The flying cards, yes. Flying cards is right. Yeah, like Michael has a real sense of humor, I'm telling you. Hysterical. I love Archangel Michael. He really is fun. Okay, here we go. Archangel Michael again. How does this work? So were we just talking about Sandalphon, and now Archangel Michael's doing all the talking. So this next card is again from Archangel Michael, and it's talking about your personal atmosphere. Okay, this is such an important message, and it's one I talk about often. Your personal atmosphere. What is it? How do you like it? What are you doing in your personal atmosphere? Do you need to change it? Do you want to change it? Do you find it to be absolutely perfect and amazing? Do you know who's in your personal atmosphere? Do you like who's in your personal atmosphere? Do you like the energy that's in your personal atmosphere? What is your personal atmosphere saying to you? So if we go back to the earlier messages about creation, creating abundance and creating your personal atmosphere. So remember, you can change your atmosphere. You can change your environment, right? If you're feeling like you're not in a good place, how are your thoughts? Are your thoughts positive, negative? Are they defeating? Or are they empowering? How are your thoughts? That's your personal atmosphere, is right in here. That's a big one right there, isn't it? Boy, I'll tell you, sometimes we forget that the brain is not the boss. We're the boss of the brain. And so sometimes our thoughts go down the wrong road, or a road that's kind of full of rocks and potholes and speed bumps. So if you find yourself that you're going down that road, you can change it, you know. So you need to put the old stop sign up, the yellow light, green light, or red light, as Joanne Leo loves to say. So your personal atmosphere. The other thing that Archangel Michael wants you to know about your personal atmosphere is that it is unlimited. Unlimited ad infinitum, he says. Everything you need is within you. Everything you need is within you at this very moment. All of the information, all of the insight, all of the love, the energy, the knowledge, the esoteric knowledge, the sacred knowledge, everything is within you already. So remember that within your personal atmosphere is everything that you need. Well, how do you get there? How do you listen to that? How do you hear that? Well, you know, again, here, how do we quiet our minds? Meditation, breathing. Oh, breathing, such a simple thing, but using that breath to ground yourself, to calm yourself, or to focus. Simple breathing techniques. There are many of them, but just taking 3 deep breaths and letting them go. Deep breaths. Hold for a couple seconds. Let go, like taking in a count of 3, holding for 3, letting go 6 on a count of 6. And see what that does to your personal atmosphere, to your mindset, to your ability to listen, to calm down, to disengage from your immediate surroundings so that you can hear what's going on in here and in your heart as well. And it's not easy, is it? You know, we're being surrounded by so much activity or noise, so much interference, TV, radio, people, cars, traffic. There's always something. Dogs not barking, right? There's always something or somebody that's kind of pulling at our attention. So it's very important to remember to surround yourself with the energy that you like to be in, even if it's just mental energy. Maybe you're in a place where you can't change your environment. Maybe you're in a meeting and it's not a very nice meeting. And you're like, oh my gosh, I would love so much to get out of here. Well, maybe you physically can't, but you can in here. You can take those breaths, ground yourself, right? You can do all of those things. So remember that you're the boss. You're the boss of this, not this is not the boss of you. Okay. Neurologists might disagree, but I'm telling you. Hi, Melissa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, Melissa, there's the bird. What do you think? She saw little Louie Lover Pants yesterday, but not on the Spiritual View show, but I wasn't able to get the bird. But all these gorgeous colors in here, they're absolutely gorgeous. So Elizabeth says, surrounding yourself with things that bring you joy. Right. Favorite music, fresh flowers, candles, photographs, essential oils. Melissa loves him. Yeah, he's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. She. Well, it's good to have you here. I'm going to be on Melissa's show tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, Joyful Findings Show. Please check in. It is going to be a blast because Melissa is just so energetic and uplifting and joyful. I can't help but just laugh when I watch her. I get so full of joy that I just start laughing when I watch her. So please make sure and check in tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Goldylocks Productions, of course. Our Tiffany is going to be running the, I don't know what it's called, the board. Running the board and making it happen. So please join us tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the Joyful Findings Show with Melissa Park and me tomorrow. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be full of great, energetic, high energy messages. So yes. Oh, speaking of the Spiritual View show, please become a Patreon member so that you can watch on Mondays at 4 o'clock. Yesterday, we talked all about essential oils and got a lot of insight, shared some insights, some tips, some tricks. And what's really cool is you viewers, you give us so much interesting insight as well. And it's a lot of fun. So if you haven't yet become one, please do so. Join our circle. You're a VIP patron when you become a member. It starts at a whopping, get ready for this, $3 whole a month, 3 smackaroos, 3 clams, 3 moolahs. Please join our group. It's a wonderful family, and we have a lot of fun on our shows, but it gives you special perks that you can't get anywhere else. There are 3 levels, a $3 level, a $10 level, and a $25 level. And that is per month, 3 whole clams. So I hope you can join us and become a VIP member of Patreon. And Tiffany has that posted up there. But it just kind of helps keep our production costs down as well. And so please become a family member, a VIP. And Linnell says she loves the VIP group, and you can all share a cup of coffee to play with us. Oh, beautiful. So, yes, please join us. It's a lot of fun every Monday at 4 o'clock. And it's a variety of your regular show hosts that are on. It's kind of, some days it's Carol Ann is on, Carol Ann Carey, the psychic medium of SRQ. Sometimes she's on, sometimes I'm on, sometimes there are 4 of us, sometimes there are 6, sometimes you just never know what you're going to get any week. But we have a variety of topics that we talk about. And so everybody's kind of here to learn and laugh and share. So check it out. Oh, look, Archangel Gabriel talking about clarity. So now just shuffling, and this is the one that comes up. So are you seeing how these cards work, how these messages work? When the angels come across with messages, they always have a card that definitely brings home the message in writing, in color, right there for all and one to see. Archangel Gabriel finally coming back with clarity. So clarity for being clear about what you want so that you can create your abundance, your future, your environment, your personal environment. So that's just more confirmation. It never stops. I love it. And this card's coming up too from Archangel Zadkiel. Let's see. We have Archangel Zadkiel talking about forgiveness in this particular card. And I love this card because this just tells almost a little bit of regret or sadness to it, is kind of the feeling that I get with this. So, but at the same time, this beautiful angel, Archangel Zadkiel, is walking away from something, letting go, forgiving, right? Forgiving doesn't mean condoning. It means let go so that you can create your abundance, create your environment so that you're not being held back. So they're not being affected by something that you don't need to be affected by anymore, right? Archangel Zadkiel for forgiveness, an angel of compassion for sure. If there's something, somebody, someplace that you need to forgive, then ask Archangel Zadkiel to help you do that. Maybe you need to forgive yourself. Don't we all? Right? We all do. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We're all working to be better. But we need to learn to forgive so that we can move on. Archangel Uriel, empowerment. Whoop. I've got both of my dogs dreaming at this, two out of my 3 dogs dreaming at the same time that are both kicking furniture here. Archangel Uriel, empowering your habits. Look at this, beautiful, beautiful little butterfly or moth coming out and leaving these beautiful sparkling lights everywhere it goes. Empowering your habits means staying in the positive, but also empowering yourself, empowering your habits, creating your energy, creating your atmosphere, your energetic atmosphere, your personal atmosphere, your spiritual atmosphere. Archangel Michael, again, is talking about raising your vibration, right? Empowering, raising your vibration, choosing your personal environment, right? And if you got a chance to take a look at my email message this morning, is about generosity. And this card has some similarities to it for some reason. This beautiful picture of Archangel Michael. All this beautiful light under this beautiful archway. This looks like Mother Mary, actually, with wings, but I know that's not her. So raising your vibration and being generous with yourself, being generous with others in ways that you can. How can you be generous with yourself? Well, by loving yourself, by forgiving yourself, by creating a good environment that's good for you, by sharing a smile, a love, a cup of coffee, a pat on the back, a good morning. Do you see somebody that could benefit as well as yourself? Who do you know that will benefit from generosity? Generosity doesn't mean you have to give yourself away. It just means share the gifts from God, the gifts that we all have. We have unlimited amount of gifts from God. So when you're generous and you give something that comes from God, don't you worry, it'll be replaced quickly. Oh, yes, it will. So there's an unlimited amount that you can give to people, but you have to give to yourself as well. Don't forget to be good to yourself. Oh, exciting news, Sam. Welcome, Sam. Just become a VIP patron. Thank you, Sam. Yahoo! Fantastic. Welcome to the group. You are going to love it. You're absolutely going to love it. Oh, I'm so pleased. Thank you. Come on, everybody. Join up. Become part of the Patreon VIP group. It's a lot of fun. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. It's good to see you again. Sam, I'm so glad you're here again. You are wonderful. Yay. All right, everybody. Linnell says, welcome, Sam. Gosh, this is a fun group. I'm so glad we're all here today, really. I'm being asked to draw a card from the butterfly deck. This is Doreen Virtue's butterfly deck. And let's see what we have today from the butterfly deck for all of us, because we're all going through changes all the time, aren't we? It seems like it's, ooh, look at that. It seems like it's always change, and there's always a big thing going on. But the truth is, life is labile. It's all about change. Hi, Amy. You're welcome, Sam. It's good to see you, Amy. All righty. New career. So there's this beautiful leopard moth. Isn't this a thing of beauty? I just love this. A new career. So if we got somebody out there that's looking for a new career, this could also just be a new change, an end of something and the beginning of something new. Absolutely beautiful. So we get a message of a new career. The next card is end of an era. End of an era. So what do we know about an end of an era? Well, if there's an end, there's always a beginning, right? So we have new changes, new career, something new coming about because there's an end of an era. End, beginning. It's about being true to yourself. So follow your path. Listen to your heart, listen to your soul so that you can be on the path and your personal environment, your spiritual environment is one that's suitable for you. It's so important to be true to yourself, right? You can't be something or somebody that you're not. You can't follow somebody else's path. Sometimes we get pressured to do that, don't we? We're being told sometimes by people that have very good intentions that, you should be doing this instead of that. Well, no, you need to certainly take into consideration maybe their viewpoint. Maybe they've got a very important message for you. But the most important thing is in here, right? You have to be true to yourself. Be true to you. Be generous with yourself. Be loving and kind and good to yourself. And one more. Oh, Linnell, more tears. Oh, Linnell. Okay, so they're tears of joy, right, Linnell? La, 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 la. Linnell, we need to give you a microphone so you can hum or sing in the background when I'm doing this. Because it's probably better than me humming and singing in the background. Here we go. Forgiveness. Okay. When did we just see that come up? A couple minutes ago. Archangel Michael again talking about forgiveness. Okay, so what do we need to forgive? This is coming up. So this message is being given to us again. There's somebody else that needs to see this or really take it in and really understand how important it is to forgive. And Archangel Zadkiel is saying, yes, everything is forgivable. There is nothing that is there's nothing that's unforgivable. Remember, we're not condoning, but forgiving is a freedom. It's letting go. It's like, okay, you don't have control over me anymore. You're not going to make me miserable anymore. You're not going to make me unhappy anymore. I just want to let it go. So let go with love. Ask the angels to show you how to let go and forgive and to do it so that you can feel good about it, so that you can be empowered by it. Forgiveness is empowering. Oh, my goodness. It's letting go. So let's just take a minute here and just take a couple deep breaths. Ask your guardian angel to be really obvious right now so that you can feel your angel's energy, your guardian angel's energy right now. And ask this angel to shower you with love and empowerment and strength and compassion and insight. We ask our guardian angel to shower us with love and compassion and insight, strength, empowerment. And we ask for help to forgive anything or anybody that we need to forgive. Or we accept forgiveness from someone that has forgiven us. And as we do, feel ourselves letting go of or accepting forgiveness, feel a beautiful rush of warmth in your heart, this warmth of compassion and love and lightness. You feel much lighter. And when the angels work to help people forgive, you can bet that there is an incredible amount of healing that takes place simultaneously. The angels heal with love. The angels heal with light, with loving light. So understand that at the very moment you accept forgiveness or you give forgiveness, there's an incredible amount of healing, love, and light that infuses the situation, that infuses you, the other person. And you are now both lifted up higher and higher in your vibration, closer and closer to the celestial realm, closer to God. Just feel yourself rising up in this loving energy of forgiveness and compassion. And know that the other person is being lifted up and they're being healed as well. We all need healing. We all need to get higher into the celestial realms. We're all working for this, right? For our soul's good and our soul's growth. So you've just made a huge step, a really big step. You've just raised your own vibration and you've helped somebody else raise theirs. And you don't have to go back and look at it and see how did that turn out. You just let it go. Give it to the angels, give it to God. That's what you can do right now. Just give it to God. Forgive, let go. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. It is done. And thank you. Thank yourselves. Because it's not easy, but it's so good when you do it, right? It's so good. Ah, yes. I just love it. I'm just getting goosebumps now. You know what? Over the next couple days, there may be some things or people you remember that pop up, that just may pop up out of nowhere. Look at that as an opportunity to forgive and let go if you need to. Do I need to forgive or let go of this person? You know, when you were 16 years old and you fell madly in love with so-and-so and they never called you, that might be the one. You need to forgive and let go of that one, right? All right. Beautiful message. One more time, we get from the butterfly deck about parental care. But do you know, I really like this image. I think this card's more about the image. You got two beautiful identical butterflies looking out, sharing the same meal, more or less, sharing the same flower, spreading love, spreading pollen, receiving nectar and spreading pollen, making the world go round, making the flowers grow and the families grow. So caring for yourselves, caring for others, caring for your parents caring for you. There's a lot of this imagery here. Golly, we're getting close to time already. That hour went fast. We have about 10 minutes left. I'm so glad you're all here today. You know, one of the things that I love, not only about being able to give the messages on the show, but the beautiful comments that you make for each other, the loving messages, the kindness, the support that you give to one another. This is truly a family, and I'm so grateful for that. Okay. All right, so self-care comes up. Okay, we've heard about that a little bit earlier in the show today too. So the angels are very definitely reminding us to take care of ourselves. Right? Being good to yourself, empowering your habits, choosing your atmosphere, whether it's energetic, spiritual, physical, mental, psychological. London. Like Elizabeth says, not forgiving is like giving yourself poison over and over. Wow, that's very powerful, Elizabeth. You deserve to get out of that toxic circle. Oh, yes, ma'am. Very well said, Elizabeth. And it's not always easy to do, but I'm telling you, you can heal that anger or that hurt. That's healing that starts to take place immediately. You know, you're all sharing so much with each other, with me. Don't you think? I think you're awesome. Archangel Metatron. Oh, my goodness. I haven't asked a question. I just got this card, but it's from Archangel Metatron talking about a couple different things here. Indigo and crystal children. So if some of you are, okay, so the first part of this message is that for those of us that have children in the spirit world in heaven, know that they are being looked after and very, very lovingly by angels. Okay, so that's the first part of this message, is that our little loved ones, our little lovey-loveys in spirit in heaven are being looked after by angels. So please feel comforted about that. The other part of this message is that's if you, oh, Elizabeth, I think this one's for you, Elizabeth. Yeah, my ears are starting to do some strange things, Elizabeth. I think this message is for you. So it talks about crystal and indigo children. And autistic children as well. They're saying, and they're saying that, okay, artwork, teaching art class, Elizabeth, for special needs children, or crystal and indigo children, or autistic children, children that experience life at a different level. Oh, look, Archangel Jophiel talking about clearing your space. All right, so more confirmation. So we need to do some clearing. We need to do some energetic housekeeping. We need to do some mental housekeeping, some emotional housekeeping, some physical housekeeping. We need to clear the clutter. Forgive and let go, right? Archangel Raziel, our beautiful spiritual professor, is coming forth to say, you know, I'm here and I'm helping you see, hear, and know what it is that you need so that you can clearly know heavenly love. I love this card. To me, this is a very, very powerful message. I'm helping you. Gosh, I can't see. I'm helping your spiritual insight to awaken fully so that you can clearly see heavenly love. So you know that love when you see it. So you feel that love when it's there. So you hear it when it's being given to you via music or words or sound. So Archangel Raziel is helping you open up to understand and hear and get the love that comes from heaven and the guidance. Prosperity again. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so are you seeing how this is working? We're getting now I've used 3 different decks here so far. 3 different decks, and all of the messages are coming up the same. We're getting creativity, we're getting abundance, we're getting taking care of yourself. We're getting take care of your energy, your surroundings. So Archangel Ariel's talking about prosperity. Your material needs are provided for as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Now, what's important about this is right before that, we had Archangel Raziel saying what? I'm going to help you see that. I'm here to help you see that. So Archangel Ariel saying, all right, we're going to make this happen, but you remember, you need to be clear about it. You need to be clear about what you want so that it can happen. Archangel Raziel is saying, I'm going to help you see and know and hear when it comes your way. But Archangel Jophiel is saying, nope, get rid of the clutter, honey. Clear your space so that you can create, hear, see, hear, and feel, and receive. I'm feeling these are some nice messages, huh? These are pretty amazing. Ah, yes. Elizabeth says she's got a master's degree in special education and her passion is painting. Yeah, well, yeah, you're an excellent artist for sure. And so taking that and helping children find a way to communicate via painting is a very strong image that I'm getting right now. And boy, will it make them happy. Passion. Archangel Haniel's talking about following your passion. Remember, be true to yourself. That card came up a few minutes ago. Being true to yourself, following the things that make your heart sing, the things that, you know, you're meant to be doing, you know, because they fill you with passion and joy and energy and excitement. Linnell, I'm so flippin' excited for the tidal wave coming. You are so funny, Linnell. Archangel Haniel again is coming up. We've got 2 Haniels in a row. Archangel Haniel is the angel that deals with sensitivity, with emotions, with intuition. And she's talking, you know what, you might be feeling a little extra sensitive to the energies and the emotions right now. That's exactly what today's message is all about, right? At the very beginning, we talked about that somewhere in the show in the beginning. So honor yourself and honor your feelings. So all of these repetitive messages today are about creating abundance. They're about creating your future. They're about empowering your habits, being clear about what you want, remembering the angels are here to help you figure it out and show you the way and make it happen. So who are you going to call? Your angel, your guardian angel. Release fear and embrace love. Release fear and embrace love. You've got so many angels here and 3 different card decks, 3. And they're all giving us repetitive messages. Okay, so please, if you have any questions, you know you can always reach out to me. You can always schedule a reading with me for some really in-depth insight and messages from your angels and healing, of course. But I want you to come back next Tuesday at 11 a.m. for more of the same. Come back Monday at 4 o'clock for the Spiritual Insight Show for our VIP patrons. Come back tomorrow at 1 o'clock for Melissa Park's Joyful Findings Show, because I'll be back there tomorrow and we're going to have a really, really good time. Also today at 1 o'clock, we have another fabulous show being brought to you at 1 o'clock with Pam Silver Eagle. We've got Jimmy Mack at 4 o'clock, and we have Jeremy at 8 o'clock. And Melissa Park is going to be on Jeremy's show tonight as well. Thursday's Carol Ann's show. We have much, much more, and I just don't remember everybody else's schedule. I'm very sorry. Thank you, Sam, for being our new VIP patron, and I look forward to the rest of you being part of that particular family. But most of all, thank you all for being here. Thank you, angels. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Tiffany, and thank you, angels. Go forgive, get empowered, create your environment, create what you want in life, and let me know how that goes. Love to you all. I'll see you next week or tomorrow. Bye. Bye.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron. Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.